Hi, I'm Chart Guy Lori. I'm filling in for Chart Guy Dan tonight, and I will be doing the market review. Before I get started with that, just want to remind you that the swing report sell runs through this Sunday, and it only happens once per year. So if you're interested in that, you can go over to Chart Guys, click on swing report, promo code SWING 2022. Nasdaq is the story today. So with Nasdaq, from the low of December 20th to the high of December 28th, we have retraced more than 70% of that move. So I know a lot of the bulls, including me, was hoping that we would see a bull flag, but that's just not in the cards. And it was on elevated bear volume. We know the bears have to bring the volume to bring down price, and boy did they. We really did have an outsized move. The 4-hour RSI is at 24. We are oversold, but I would consider this news related with FOMC minutes today and the fear that caused. So we are oversold, but with news, it can get more extended than you think it can. Looking at the US 10-year. So on the US 10-year, we've just charged up higher highs, higher lows on the 4-hour bull flag confirmed today. So with the US 10-year, the tech bulls need the US 10-year to calm down. So the US 10-year rising yields means we could have more interest rates, in which the Fed confirmed today, more increase and more hikes. That's bad for tech stocks because they have the biggest balance sheet and more debt on their balance sheet. So it lowers their overall valuations. They have to pay more interest expense. So long story, US 10-year, no bueno for technology. VIX. So with the VIX, typically we don't stay spiked long. So we may spike maybe two 4-hour candles and then down. Any spike typically gets met by the shorts here, here, and here. So I'm looking for a potential opportunity to short the VIX, but I will be very careful with that, and I will do that with long dated puts. So let's go look at SPY. So SPY, just wanted to remind you, we have a gap down here at 46781 to be aware of. We are losing the daily 21 EMA. We stayed over it just slightly, but it's just slightly. It's barely holding on. We're barely holding the 50 RSI, so that gap fill, 46781. Typically, what you want to see if you're a bull is you want to see EMAs positively stacked. So now we have the EMA pointing down, the 8 EMA, that indicating that short-term bearishness. IWM, so IWM, it got swatted by the 50 MA overhead. We had this inverse head and shoulders that we were working on, and we just couldn't quite get a candle close over that 50 MA. The dollar. So the dollar this morning, I was posting in the Chart Guys community that we had this diamond bearish reversal pattern, and then we broke bear from that. We have a dead cat bounce at the moment, but I would be looking for a potential gold bounce with the dollar pulling back. So we will see how this goes. Let's see what's the clearest. I think it's on the 12-hour when I looked at it earlier. So on the 12-hour, yeah, we got that lower high. We're pulling back. We're looking for a higher low compared to 1798. Pretty impressive move by the gold bulls over the last, I would say, few weeks. So on the weekly, however, odds favor a lower high compared to 1879. Oil. So I shorted oil today. What we're looking at, I believe Dan's been going over it as well, is we're looking for a potential 2-week head and shoulders, and we're looking for that lower high. You see, I have my alert there, but we're looking for that lower high on the 2-week and the weekly chart. So looking at that, I took a short today. We were pretty bullish after the inventory. I don't know if I should say ran, but yeah, it was pretty impressive on bullish volume, on bull volume. And so what I was looking at is shorting this 79.23. I put my entry in commodities. I entered around 78.50 and I covered around 77.80, I believe. But I'm looking to short oil again because I'm looking for a play that I can hold for a few days. Bitcoin got hit hard today. When the market was getting hit hard, crypto was getting hard, and it's continuing to plummet after hours. Getting a little bit of a dead cat bounce here. Support 42333. That is key that we hold this level. 42333. As you can see on the weekly, that would be that higher low. If we lose that level, next support is down at 39,600. So some names held up just a little better than others today. toward the end of the day after the minutes, everything was falling apart. And when I say falling apart, that's an exaggeration, but everything was coming down pretty hard. And as we know, when all of the sectors go down at once, that's typically really bearish for the market. And we saw that in market internals. We could see these internals were hitting 1,000 toward the end of the day. And the 8 EMA stayed below. Let me show you. So the blue line is the 8 EMA, and the 8 EMA was above the 0 line at 10 a.m. And then once we crossed below it, we were unable to get back up and over it. I call this the tick trick. And so the 8 EMA stayed below the 0 line on tick, just showing the excessive selling that was going on today. So, and I was saying XLF held on very well considering, but then even it could not withstand the FOMC minutes bearish reaction. And then same thing with XLV. XLV was testing high of day, and the minutes came out right here, and then the bearish ticks came in. So a pretty outsized move today. So just be careful, be methodical. We don't have to put all of our money to work at once. Just look for strategic places to get in. And I do believe and think that we should be seeing a dead cat bounce in Nasdaq overnight or tomorrow. So, and again, we're just going to take that one step at a time. We got to have hourly trend changes, 4-hour trend changes. It's not going to all happen at once. All right. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening.